So the coin hunter here. Picked up 4 rows of dimes today, and this is what we got. First coin, FS 901. That's where in 68, 69, 70, both Philly and Denver used reverse proof dies on the dimes. So that's the 1970 Denver. We have a low mintage of 2009. Let's see what I got on here. Strike through on the numbers. On one number, I'll show y'all that. Tilted color strike is real deep on one side, you can tell. Tilted color with a misaligned strike. Let's see what I got right down there. Reverse align strike. So in other words, the obverse is centered, but the reverse is off-centered. This is a 1% off-center strike right there. Some die chips in the coin. Possible full steps. And we have one foreign coin, or in this case, it was Canadian. Give me 1 second. I want to see if this works by setting the tripod up to film the screen. Okay, I got it set up. I had to go sideways. So let's go start off with the FS 901. And you see the, wait, that's not it. This is a low mintage one. Oops, sorry, I moved the stand. What did I do with that FS 901? I think I moved it. We'll find in a minute. But this is a low mintage. We got a 2009 Denver. Let's see, it's still on the screen. Not quite. Hold on. Oh, there's the FS 901. There we go. So in this case, you see the 1970 Denver. I got it zoomed in tight, but what I want to do is zoom out a little bit more on, we'll raise up the scope so y'all can see a little bit better. So right here you got the first, that's what the original is supposed to look like. The proof was a high relief. They put a second gouge, a shorter one in right there. This first one in 2005. I think I found about 7 or 8 last year. I don't remember. This should be the tilted collar strike. No. It's a grease strike there with the tilted collar strike, that's what I should say. So if you look right here, it's missing, looks like a 0. It's hard to tell. It is Philly mended. And you can see how it's slightly off center, but it's tilted downward. That may be a possible rim cut, but I don't think so. Let's see. So if you look on this side, actually, it's an off-center strike of about 1%. Both obverse and reverse. The way you can tell, you got a thin side on one side and a thicker side opposite of it. So you do over here. Thick, thin. So that's that one. Turn my light back on. Because now we're not looking at the paper. The white paper was blinding. 91. This, I believe this would be a tilted collar strike. This is really, really deep on one side. So it means the coin moved down in this direction. And when it got struck. So more pressure went down, more metal came up to make that. I'm sure somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They got a little tiny die chip right there on the leaf. So this is the same thing as that one, I think. I think these are both misaligned tilted collar strikes, but this is a 1997 Philly. A deep side on one side, and you come over on this other side. So the thin side somewhat matches up. Just slightly, but not so as much. This is slightly misaligned. In this case, both sides were slightly misaligned, just a little bit on that one. It's not like this one. This is a reverse. If you look, you got the 93. Rims on nice and even. But when you flip it over, the rims seems to get thin right here on this, right up in here on that side. It thickens back up, comes back out. These are all off-center strikes, about 1%, or a little slightly less than 1%. And we got like a little die chip going on back on the back of his head. I did not see that earlier. See, this is perfect. Okay, this perfect center, but this one is not on the obverse. So I have 3 of those. We got some die chips going on. 99 Philly. Got a nice nasty one right here in the olive branch. I think that was it on this one. And die chip right up in here. And a little something going on right there. So on this one, I'm going to sort these out and then probably get back in my house. So I'm not worried about them getting mixed up. And this one, I believe, is a full band. There's no contact. It's completely split there. Or there. Or I can get it as a full torch FT. And at least but not last, Queen Elizabeth on a Canadian dime. $0.10. 1968. That is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like if you have not done so. Leave a comment. And have a good evening. And on to box 2. I'm not going to bring the box up. I do have a second box of pennies. And we'll start that off with the next video. Bring y'all in the first finds of that box. Have a good evening.